Hello everybody, this is Eyeless Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play the Banner Saga 2. In the previous episode, we started making our way down through the tunnels of, well, that were built by someone. Who knows who? Hell, even the Menders don't know. And have made some progress through that. But before we set off even further, let us talk with, well, the individuals in our camp. Start with Nichols. The young mender stands tall and proud as you approach. Bulwark, I was thinking, well, wondering about what it takes to become a raven. I've never heard stories about a test or trials to join. Is there a test? Why do you care? Aren't you Zephyr's lackey? Well, apprentice, yes. I'm a full mender training to become a Volca. Part of our training requires world experience. Couldn't you work with a blacksmith or something? Nichols frowns at her. Now, let's see. The answer to whatever you're asking is no. Gets you nothing. Would you kill someone for coin? Apparently messes with a, flag, but because the flag seems to be missing something in the code, it does nothing. So, possibly a bug, so basically nothing from that. Say nothing. Gets you progress. Nichols' shoulders sag a bit. I've mended a good deal of the Raven's armor after recent battles. That's worth something, right? Are you looking for coin? What? No. It sure sounded like you were wanting payment. I wasn't. That's not... We've had people after us for money before. Never goes well for them, does it? Volca looks at you and you shake your head and growl. Nichols looks terrified. I just wanted to join the Ravens, if you could use my mending abilities. The Shield Maiden looks at you and starts laughing. Even you chuckle. Once. Oh, a joke. I get it. What do you think about him? No? Gets you nothing. I'll decide in Manahar. Now, apparently this whole the change that comes later is, cosmetic only. I'll decide in Manahar. Okay then. Alright, well, I'll leave you to thinking about it. Thank you. The Mender walks off, beaming. Not the best timing, but he's got heart. Maybe, or maybe he just hasn't seen many bad things. And now we've got Spar. The old wanderer is quietly turning his langspill and grinning when you acknowledge him. What's growing through that wrinkled head of yours? I just realized, I'm somewhere I've never been before. I can't remember the last time that happened. See, all options lead to the same result. Option 3 gets you the most dialogue. Why do you still run jobs with me? We're down in the ground deeper than the gods ever wanted us, and that's what you ask? He smiles and coughs a little. Funny thing getting old. The things you want, the things that make you smile, they change. Remember when I joined the Ravens? It was women, gold, fighting, and drink for me. In that order. Of course, you Varl never understand the desire for women. Depths, maybe that's a blessing. I don't need to waste my time trying to impress someone. Spar chuckles and nods with a distant look in his eyes. So, what do you want now? Well, new places, I suppose. But I like my memories of old ones, too. He plucks a couple of sad notes, perhaps a song for a battle in his mind. Companions more than anything, though. You and these Ravens, what other family does an old mercenary like me have? The old man appears lost in thought and you leave him to it. Alright, with those conversations done, let's head out. A rope bridge with wooden planking crosses an open span in the caravan formation. Looks old, Volca says. Narrow and not meant for carts. Let's see. Just keep going. Costs you 28 clansmen, 18 fighters, 22 supplies, and half a day. Get the Menders to reinforce it. Costs you a quarter of a day. Then cross one cart at a time. Gets you extra morale and 3/4 of a day pass. Then cross one cart at a time. She gets to the bridge, leading Bellower's cart across herself. The ropes stretch and groan, the boards bow underfoot, but the cart makes it to the other side. Cart after cart makes the crossing. People go in groups of 5 or 6, and eventually everyone crosses. Looks like we got a godstone coming up if we're zooming in. Or something else. But I can't imagine much else, considering there's probably not a settlement down here.
I've slept in caves like this for entire winters. But there's something about this place. Something old. Unfamiliar. I don't like it. But I don't like all these humans on the verge of panic either. Maybe these dwellings up ahead will calm them down.
Ooh. That's an interesting looking godstone. Zephyr looks up the giant-shaped formation, glittering with strange glowing patterns. The Vulcan know almost nothing about this ancient race's culture, let alone their god, Veznan. The name alone might be wrong, but we have a framework of letters based on repeated patterns found around here. She wanders around the glowing pools of the Godstone. If we are correct, Veznan was not their only god, but he became one of the most powerful at the cost of everything dear to him. She looks at you. Of course, if what you hold dear is something like control, maybe there is power in letting go. in letting go. Gems of various size and shape are found embedded in the surrounding stones. Clansmen are soon hammering away in an attempt to pry a particularly large gem loose. The ringing of hammers echoes through the deep. See, stop, you're making too much noise, gets you nothing. Try your luck at prying one out, costs you 15 morale. Say nothing and watch them work gets you a Gem of Veznan, a level 8 item, plus 3 strength talent ranks, plus 20% chance of critical. Could be something good for Mogan if we can get his rank up there. Clansmen go about their work. You never knew that these men had the skills they did. Two leverage the ends of large picks, while 2 men in front guide the tips. These men are miners. It takes only minutes for them to skillfully pry the gem from its deep socket. Talented workers who should be learned from, not dominated. A man from behind claps you on the back, smiling. The miners walk forward and place the red gem in your hands with grateful smiles. Oh. Okay. Actually camping here. Imagine the... Oh no, doesn't seem like... because we can just leave. Oh well, let's talk to Bach. Spearman is standing alone, staring off into the depths of the caves. If you take off down one of these tunnels, we're not going after you. Bach doesn't respond. Doesn't want to talk. I like him already. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. I like him already. Do you know the worst part about it all? All options get the same result, but one gives the most dialogue. Never mind, I don't like him. Polka gives you a look before turning to Bach. Tell me the best part of it all first. Best part may all be over sooner than we think. You squint, not liking his words. That's not really what I meant, but go ahead. What's the worst part of everything? It's the silence. You give Folka a look. He hasn't slept near Ollie. That man makes all kinds of strange sounds. That's just noise. There's a silence from the loneliness. Volka inhales sharply. He's hit a sore spot. Maybe these tunnels and caves make it worse. It used to be days of talk. We used to laugh. Are you talking about your feigned spear again? Bach turns and stares at you with the eyes of a man undecided on going mad. Lofen helps where she can, but no. There was another. Now there's an endless hole shaped like her, and if I don't keep filling it with work or drink... He walks away without finishing his thought. Keep an eye on him. I'm the only one who gets to lose their mind and start killing. He's not crazy. He's alone. Whoever she was, he still thinks she was the greatest. I'm jealous of her. It would be nice to have someone feel that way about me. You shake your head, snort, and walk away. Vain humans. Well, Seeing as how these pools seem to be quite unique to what we've got going on, let's take a look at them. This was a sacred sanctuary for those who built it, the Valka says, walking around the perfectly round rippling pools. At least from what we have uncovered. The top pool was for reflecting on one's deeds. Middle to ask for strength from the world, and the bottom pool was for insight into one's future. She hesitates before saying, I've never done anything but study their inscriptions. Okay. Leave the pools alone gets you nothing. Look ahead with the bottom pool gets Berserker injured. Ask for strength from the middle pool increases kill count on heroes. Interesting. Reflect on your past at the top gets 50 morale and 35 supplies. That's the one we're going for. The quiet drips and soft glows in the cave lend themselves to a natural reverence. You drop to a knee by the top pool, expecting to drink from it when you see your reflection in the surface. Your horns are back. You must be in your first century, not fully grown. You feel the cool wind from Ironsing's wings above you, and glance up to see Radomir slipping away from one cloud to the next, heading towards the mountains ahead of you. A few Varl around you laugh at your wonder, calling you a dreamer. You smile. When you open your eyes, you are back in the cave, your cupped hand still poised over the pool, but the water has gone dark. The other pools are the same. You were gone a while, Folka says. Almost missed the laughs from your fighters. She tosses it back to you. You found some food, probably tucked away by the Valka. Alrighty then. No, not much else to it. Let's get out of here. And another random event coming up. Let it be a good one. Ah, good. What's going on here? You hear Folk ask a group of ravens. They're standing around a whimpering man on his knees. He kept whining about being hungry, one of your fighters says. We found these little glowing berries for him, but suddenly, he's not so hungry. Let's see... Doesn't seem like we get anything from knock the berries out of his hand. Make your fighters eat them gets 15 supplies and 15 morale. Force the man to eat them, same thing. Let Folka handle this. Gets you supplies and morale, with extra dialogue. Get up, she tells the man who complies. You three, take some of the berries. You three will be the testers. The raven's eyes go wide. You're kidding, right? One asks. His response is Folka sweeping his legs with her spear. Eat! They put a few berries in their mouth. As the fighters chew, their mouths glow with berry juice. Folka and the man she's helped start laughing. Fighters look at each other and laugh. After a while, they show no signs of illness. They don't taste half bad either, says one raven. The others start collecting the berries to eat and squeeze, waving glowing hands in the dark. Mothers rub their smiling children in the juices in order to keep track of them. Your shield man turns and gives you a cocky grin. You snort and move on. Clansmen have foraged. You stop and turn your head and open your jaw slightly to increase your hearing. What's that sound? You ask Folka, but she only shrugs. It's quiet, you say, but like a beat or something. She listens for a moment and shrugs again. Maybe you're just not hearing us cooped up in that tunnel anymore, she says, watching the entire caravan move towards the incredible bones ahead. Can you imagine the beast that left these behind? She turns to find you down on your knees, once again grasping your head. Uh-oh.
Lightning. White Tower. Who am I?
On your damn feet! Come on! You blink rapidly, but everything is dark. A purple glow casts its light on the skin of someone next to you. You growl and instantly have Claw and Fang in your hands. Have you lost your mind? Folka whispers. Quit acting like a fool and put your axes away. You try to catch your breath as you look around. It's that same depths-cursed dream. The one with the tower. Clearer this time, but my hands. Zephyr approaches. Is everything okay? You look, your face snaps towards hers. Everything's fine, Folka. She studies your face, then Folka's before saying, then we should keep moving. The air feels full of warning. You walk past her without a word. What are we looking at, Valka? The center of the world? For the others' sake, it's best we not discuss it. Wait, the Valka says quietly, softly stepping forward. Something is wrong. Listen. You feel more than hear a sound, vibrations through the cavern floor. Perhaps get ready for anything, you say, and the ravens spread the word down the line, each fighter drawing their weapons. Valka, you're getting us out of this one. Clear? She looks concerned, but before she responds, you see movement over the rise in the massive cavern. It's the silhouette of a dredge force with large shapes you have never seen before. Oh, joy, new fighters. Oh, right. We got Deitch, but never actually took a look at the guy. He's a tracker, huh? Track. Ducking and weaving among his allies, the character becomes invisible to his enemies. He waits for the right moment to find his target's most vulnerable spot before attacking. The effect of the invisibility disappears the instant the character deals damage, so picking the correct target is critical and will change the entire balance of the battle. Interesting. I like the party I've got so far. Oh, yeah, and here's the gem. So, yeah, plus 3 strength talents, plus 20% crit chance, plus 2 strength, minus 4 willpower. Huh. Did it mention that? It did not. So, yeah, gotta be careful when looking over this stuff. Still, though, better than I thought. The minus willpower might be a bad... Well, will be a bad thing for... Mogan. When did I... Strange. Let me check to make sure there isn't anybody else I'm missing putting some points into. No, doesn't seem like it. Although I'd say Ollie's earned a promotion. Alright, strength and armor. Rank 3, 90% base hit chance. Alright. Interested to see what his next ability is going to be. Come to think of it, I might as well spend some more on promotions. Just a bit. Bear Rage. The Berserker whips himself into a fury, terrifying nearby enemies and sending them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken they suffer a penalty to their defense for 1 turn. The Berserker also counterattacks any blows from enemies brave enough to strike at him. Interesting. Alright, let's get that strength up further. As interesting as Deitch's ability is, I think I'm going to stick with this party. It's been proven to be a pretty good party for us. Strange. Made mention of new shapes, but I'm not seeing anything. Maybe this guy, but... Honestly, I think I want to have Gudmundur try and tank these guys. I'll send Bulwark after this one, though I get the feeling these little ditches might be a problem. Sigbjorn can back him up. Zephyr I want to keep towards the center, Ollie around here, and Mogan to also protect her. Actually, I think I'll set Ollie along here. Try and go after this slinger. Yep, I figured. So it would have been better setting up along here if I was going to go after them. Oh well. Well, I can reach the guy, but I ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of damage to him. Well, I guess in this case... use my new ability? See what happens? Oof, no, not there. I want our enemies getting a hold of them. I'd say around here is good. Let's see what we get. Ooh, armor break and attack up. Yes, please. Okay, Ollie, I want you taking out this slinger. What's going on? Was that Stone Singer's eyes sewn shut? That monster! She is the Sundr Eyeless who can raise the fallen. Destroy her! Hotjoy! Where is she? Possess. Eyeless inhabits the body of this unit until it is struck down again. Oh, okay, makes sense. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, and the runes are gone. Infected Strike infects and knocks back target, plus 1 strength damage per turn, and spreads to adjacent allies. Yay! Possess, dematerialize, and inhabit the body of any dead unit, taking immediate action. Shatter, invulnerable while channeling, then explodes armor shards from Dredge with less than 7 armor. Okay, so we need to take her out immediately. Preferably. Alright, need to break all that armor. And we need to do it before those big guys reach us. Alright, that should be enough for Bulwark to start doing some serious damage. What in the depths is happening? Eyeless is trying to break the cave down on our heads, Zephyr screams. I can stop her, but it... The Valka abruptly grows quiet and scans the people running for their lives. Just keep them all together. Nichols! Here, Valka Zephyr, the young mender says, helping an older woman to her feet nearby. Zephyr grabs Nichols and whispers to him. The young mender's eyes go wide, but he nods solemnly. He turns to you and says, thanks for making me feel like I had a chance. Apparently this is dialogue for later? I don't know. A large rock falls nearby and he stumbles away, back towards Eyeless. Nichols begins tracing a pattern in the air. You yell for everyone to keep moving, tossing those who stop to turn around. When you look back, Zephyr is standing behind Nichols, tracing an alternate pattern. The young man glows for only a moment, hair flapping as if a giant gust is blowing past him. Then he crumbles. Eyeless grows quiet in the distance. You watch the form of the Sundr shake and struggle to maintain its form. Then it fades, like snow blowing over a hilltop. A few more rocks tumble down and you grab the sagging Valka before she is crushed. Once you have met up with everyone else, you tally the numbers. The losses are not as bad as they could have been. I doubt that ended her, Zephyr says. And there are many passages here with which Eyeless knows all too well. She's been tracking us. You need to leave these caves immediately, you pause and say. What What you did with that Mender boy. Zephyr turns her head. We can discuss Nichols' sacrifice another time. We must move. You give the command and no one hesitates to obey. So I guess it's a good thing we didn't invest in Nichols? Because apparently he's meant to die here. A shame. You give the command and no one hesitates to obey. I already said that. Sorrow and uncertainty swirl across the Valka's face until she finally stands still. What? You ask. Things have changed down here. Rocks have shifted, rifts have opened. I doubt Eyeless did all of this, but regardless, I'm not entirely sure which one to take. See, we're lost gets you minus 15 morale, minus 11 clansmen, minus 10 fighters, and you fail an achievement. Send scouts ahead in several directions, costs you 15 fighters and 2 clansmen. Just choose one before anyone panics, costs you 2 peasants. Get us to the surface, costs you 2 peasants, and apparently sets a flag of surface choice, but with an unknown effect. Into the unknown. Then get us to the surface. Valka pauses, but I don't know where we'll appear. We could light up its strand. You level her with a look and say, it's better than being lost down here. Bulwark, all around us, Volka shouts. You peer into the darkness and see something approach which resembles a dredge. A morbidly warped dredge. A woman runs to grab her child, but the thing cleaves both of them with a strange weapon. Bodies blacken and twist upon the ground. Don't fall to these feigned beasts, you shout, charging into the enemy. Huh. Straight into battle, eh? Not what I was expecting, but yeah, Nichols is no longer with us. A shame. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we quite have time for another battle. We only got about 2 minutes left in the episode. So I think I'm going to end things off there with a cliffhanger on who this mysterious enemy is. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.